Hello everyone and welcome back to the Spearhead cast with me, Matt. Before we fall for you all here on the map Northwind, which I don't think I've ever seen played before. This might be a first time for me. Anyway, it's on the western front in the winter. Let's go through the players. Present the allies. We have Roberta's going straight again with Royal Armored with Hammer specialization. Ooh. We also have Professor here with Royal Tank Regiment with Hammer. Okay, so very heavily armored. We also have Kengi here with Mechanized Company for the United States of America. And then on the top we have Captain Airstrike, also to the United States. We're not a commander yet. We'll send the Axis. We have Zorzo as the Waffen-SS, without a commander. We have Delta Force as Leichter Division for the Wehrmacht. We have someone with an Asian name, which I'm pretty sure is Erika, who's playing as Ostdivision for the Wehrmacht. And we have Glance 02 as Panzer Tactics for the Waffen-SS. Looks to be a really fighting going on down here. Yeah, I don't think I've seen this map called Northwind before, so very new experience for me. It looks like the Sabres are somehow doing good against the Storm Pioneers for a while. But here comes the actual rifle sections up behind. You also have the Storm Pioneers up in the open. Because there's a lot of mist and fog if you go further south of the map. That's going to be a little bit intriguing to see how that's going to affect the fighting. Or at least the visuals of it. But in the north here, it's very clear. Americans are engaging out in the open here. I think the Storm Pioneers are going to win that long-range engagement early on, because the Americans are suffering from not having the ammunition upgrades at the start of the game. They're going to be slowed back. Also, I believe the echelons now have carbines again, which is a very nice change. They no longer have Springfields. As of this patch, we also have some mechanized riflemen in the center now. I do their best here to support the actual riflemen. Long-range firefights going to have through the mist. We're just trying to move up to secure this port. I think it's a port. Definitely looks like it. Ooh boy, this is going to be very fascinating. They will have all the commander choices, Ost, like the... Yeah, oh, Jäger. Okay, Sort's going for Jäger. We also have some early SS Alf class coming onto the field then. Actually, that's not an SS Alf, that's just a normal Alf class. My bad. But now we have the Storm Grenadiers here for the Jäger tactics on the southern flank. And the Germans are overwhelming the northern flank at the moment with a mix of units. We also have a commander choice here from Captain Airstrike. It's Ranger. Okay. So I think all the Americans have the potential for very... Well, all the allies, actually. Have the potential for very good tanks late game, potentially. Let's see what they do. Americans and British trying to work together here. In the cold. Not sure how much the British fought during the winter in 44 to 45. So, if someone can really tell me about some of those events, that would be nice. I'm not sure how much the British did during the Battle of the Bulge, as an example. You know, it's mostly an American thing. I'm sure the British did something, I'm just not an expert on it. Brits are moving up. Playing the American mechanized troopers. Ostrup trying to hold up here. Some Eastern Europeans who have been relocated to the Western Front to fight against the Allies, which is probably not where they want to be. We have the Alf class sneaking up here the best they can. While the Grenadiers are doing some long-range firefighting in their greatcoats. Trying to keep warm as they fight. I don't think they're playing with winter mechanics, just the winter graphics. It's a pretty big difference there. It does change all the uniforms to be the winter-themed one, which I do appreciate. Americans trying to push behind the Ostruppen, trying to hold up here alongside some Storm Pioneers. Don't think the Ostruppen are gonna last long. Yeah, there's a lot of Americans coming in with a vertical set up here. British Sabres working alongside the mechanized troopers now. All the allies just working together here. Good to see. Brain gun already been handed out to one of the rifle sections. But they have to fall back there briefly. Ostrup are still holding on by just switching out the units inside. The Germans are holding the northern fuel here. British have been unable to secure the southern fuel. Great assault going on in the building with the biggest machine gun. That's going to collapse, I think. Oh yeah, and even destroying the machine gun entirely.
The weapon crew are, I'm afraid, quite dead.
Not looking good here for the British early on the southern flank. We just have to quickly relocate some troops on the central front. Our class are hiding here amongst the bodies, apparently. Probably not the best place to hide. And they're gonna get spotted by the Sabres if they get close. And they got spotted. They could probably open fire with their KVR 43 if they want. They're not gonna do it though. Are the Gav class gonna go away? Nope, they got gunned down. Hey, well, the Germans are holding the southern port here pretty handily. We also have some more rifle sections coming up. Americans are trying to find an opening so they can push up. MT-34 being set up by the Waffen-SS. See, that pineapple upgrades are coming out of it. Does not do a lot of damage. We also have the SS Panzerjägers here now in winter armor. Or well, winter uniform. I do appreciate this winter uniform the Germans have for the Stormtrooper model. Well, Panzergrenadier model, I actually think. Ooh. Oh, and they got him. Oh, that's really potent there from the Panzerjägers. Gunning them down with that Sturmgewehr and the Panzerbüchse. Ooh, Combat Engineers tried to push up, but MT-42 pins them. Force the Combat Engineers back. I believe the Germans and the Russians have the most variety in their winter uniforms. The Western Allies don't really have that much variety, as I understand, in how they appear. And again, we don't really see winter maps that often. But we have an armored car coming out here with a 50 caliber on top. Some armored riflemen inside it to provide some support fire. Don't think the Germans are prepared for that. They do have Panzerfaust on the Ostruppen. Universal cannon, the southern flank. We also have a half-track with a Saber and a lieutenant arriving for the British. Looks like they still have the Soviet crew for some reason. There's still an oversight that's not been fixed yet. We also have the Panzerjägers here, now armed with the Panzerbüchse. Trying to see if they can get on an angle to shoot the half-track. Americans still trying to fight up here to push the Germans back, but the Germans are still holding the this open field. Pineapple Grenade going out. Looks like it suppressed the Storm Pioneers. But the Storm Pioneers are behind heavy cover. They might be able to get out of suppression soon. They are taking some losses. They're going to get out of suppression. Is that going to be enough? They reload their Sturmgewehr. And now they're going to start ripping into the Americans. You can see how quickly that Sturmgewehr changes it once it's reloaded. Actually winning out there. See, that's the power of a Sturmgewehr, everyone. He's reloading it again. And he falls back as another squad arrives. After holding up with his 50 caliber. What is still going to be very potent is they're trying to take out the MG-34 crew. Our rifle section is coming up. We also have scope Sturmgewehrs on the Storm Grenadiers here. Looks like the lieutenant is pulling out of it. Pulling in some artillery. In the northern flank we also have a 221 here becoming a 222 for the Wehrmacht. Artillery calling here, that should be very dangerous for the Germans. Already having to relocate quick. Not a lot of shells actually. I'm sure, is that ability actually working as intended then? No, it's not a lot of shells at all. British moving up here in the northern flank now. And Bren guns. Half-track trying to flank here, but in range of the flak, took a shot from the flak. Oh, that's not a flag, it was the autocannon from the 222, my bad. This has the same graphic. 222 opening fire down this area, that's not a lot of cover. The easy targets for the 222. Allies do hold the center, so they have a lot of munitions to work with. Oh, we also have some King's Own Yorkshire light infantry arriving here. Bring a Universal Carrier took a shot to the engine block. It's trying to repair itself. Lewis gun got hit on the King's Own. There we go, it's been decrewed. That's not good for the British. It's good to see the King's Own. Some unique infantry available to roll armored here. And well, the northern flank, we have the American half-track also trying to push up here. Hitler Youth don't have any AT weapons apart from a Panzerknager, so they are not the best suited to deal with a half-track. Armored car pulling up here. We do see Radpanzer on the 222, so it can definitely tank some 50 caliber shots. There we go. The Radpanzer allowed it to tank some shots to get close enough to fire. We also have a flamethrower wasp down there. Artillery being called. Let's see if this artillery strikes works this time. There we go, that seemed to work. Might have just been the graphics I didn't see the last time. Okay, Germans are trying to set up a pillbox alongside the command car just driving around here. And slowly, I think the Germans are being pushed back from the north here. They have pulled out a Pack 40. That should help them a little bit. Panzer Grenadiers also being prepared. American Ranger Recon Squad around and some Ranger Assault teams. Or well, fire teams, I think. I don't think they're called assault teams, actually. They've been armed with double BAR. Recon Squad coming up here. They're armed with Springfields, unlike M1 Garands. As the normal Ranger Squads are. Now being equipped with a 30 caliber though. Oh, it looks like the 2-2 is moving up down here with some Osttroppen and an Aufklar. A lone Aufklar with a for the he gets shot immediately by this Vickers machine gun. The 2 is quickly trying to be a problem though. Oh, it's not looking good for the British at the moment. They need something to take out this 2-2. But it is being distracted by this Vickers machine gun behind the sandbags. Americans have a Fort HQ here. You also see a Stuart light tank arriving here from the United States. Pretty sure that's the United States. It is, yeah. Oh, Wasp moved up here, but it got shot by the Panzerbüchse. Destroying its gun. Is it gonna try and drive over them? I don't think it can. Oh, that was an anti-tank grenade. Good job for those Panzerjägers. Looks like the Lieutenant jumped out of his armored car, calling in some artillery. Kingstone is present here with a Lewis gun using the DPM model. The British light machine gun of the First World War, also utilized in the Second World War. Had the same kind of weird design with the disc on top. If I'm putting on the Stuart, Stuart had no gun left. Making an easy target for the F1.
Light vehicle just got destroyed.
Germans still hold their north here. But the Americans are slowly spreading out to try and stop it. Gunner died on the half-track. They have to pull that half-track back. F1 moving up there. Looks like the Realism found an MT-42 on the ground. Okay. They also found the MT-44, but they have nothing to stop an F1. But they do have the range of recon with the bazooka ability. Getting up here, finding the bazooka. Got a good shot there in the rear armor, but it's not enough to kill it. M20 going in, but it gets hit by the pack. We do have some British fighters with a bazooka. They hits it and kill it. Very nice. Unfortunately lost the M20, but the crew jumps out. Until going in the German positions. Doesn't hit much. Kingstone is doing their best to try and hold, but I don't think they're gonna last long with just 3 of them left.
Universal carriers has been destroyed.
Got more British units nearby, reinforcing from this half-track down here. A man half-track pushing up. That might be a little bit dangerous on its own. But there's not a lot of hits to stop it, actually. Rifle grenades going out though, hitting it. Engine damage and optic damage, and I don't think that gunner's gonna be able to shoot for long. But it is holding so far. Yeah, well, the Americans are pushing on the north flank, another pineapple grenade. But the Panzer Grenadiers are holding with their scopes doing this. Oh, we have a command Valentine here. Do note the British command tanks don't actually have a gun. It's a dummy gun. It's calling in some artillery though, it might be heavy artillery. Wait, it's landing around itself. Okay, so that's bugged. So the command Valentine is bugged. It's artillery strikes land around itself. I suppose that's good to see. The 30 caliber. No, it's a Vickers machine gun. I suppose it's basically a 30 caliber. It's like the same thing. Oh, flags are alongside the railroad. Very nice. Oh, Mr. Stewart seems to... Oh, the Stewart actually got penetrated. Never mind. Can't slow, but it can penetrate. High explosive hits the flag. Doesn't do much damage. We also have combat engineers, but they don't have the proper weapons for this. Not for long-range fighting, anyway. You're still doing their best to hold on at the center here. Germans are having to stay moving on the southern flank now. Command Valentine goes down. That might actually be for the better, because I think their ability is not bugged when they are outside the tank for some reason. Oh, another M20. Nice. I like to see mobile 50 calibers. M20 is a pretty nice one. It's also fairly cheap, I understand. But it's being hit by the flag. And that flag is actually doing a lot of work. Crew has to get out somewhere. Stuart moving up, but it's gonna get shot in the flank from the flag. Oh, gonna get a good flanking shot there. It's gonna get immobilized here shortly. There we go. Making an easy target for the pack. There it goes. We do see an A2 Sherman arriving for the Rangers. But the Allies have definitely suffered a lot of losses here. But the British do hold the southern flank. For now. So the Germans have 4 HQ here to operate from.
Scout vehicle ready.
More of the King's Zone is also arriving, but here's the A2. I think if that pack cannot get a good shot on the A2, that might be a problem for the Germans up here. Explosive loaded, aiming for the Panzer Grenadiers. Oh, almost killing them. Flag is still doing a good job. Second flag? Oh, that's the 2-2-2, my bad. Just has the same sound. Scott also arriving here. Going to reconfound an MG34 on the ground. Panzerbüchse is actually doing a lot of work. Critical is still holding up down here. Panzerbüchse not aiming at this for some reason. But there we go. Got a little bit of a shot, didn't do a lot of damage though. There we go, they killed the gunner, that's a big deal. Artillery being called in by the British though. That's gonna force the Germans to move. Are they gonna move? Doesn't look like it. Oh, didn't do that much though. King's Zone is still around, and the King's Zone is pretty good infantry by the way. Just don't see them that often. Combined American push on the northern flank. They're trying to smoke the pack so they can grab it again. They're still being shot at. But it was a plane corps, so it's not the easiest to grab. I mean, they need to pull that pack back quick. That's the Sherman is quickly moving up. High explosive loaded. Overshot. Destroyed the cover though. Artillery called in. Pack setting up by this tree and bush. But the Americans keep advancing. Flag is also trying to hit on the flank, but... Oh, it's actually got a good shot in. A2 relocating to the center though to try and deal with that flag, I imagine. Got a good shot there, didn't destroy it fully though. Smoke popped. Was Stuffen pushing up. Panzerfausting. Got a good one there destroying the gun in the Sherman. Scott has arrived though. He needs to get that flag. Because that flag is actually causing a lot of problems. Southern flank, the Brits are still holding.
Vehicle ready to go.
Got an 80 gun up. Sender. Americans are not getting a lot. British are getting a Churchill Mark IV. I'm pretty sure the Churchill Mark IV has also been nerfed in its armor because it's not supposed to be as armored as the Churchill Mark VII. Half-track goes down on the northern flank thanks to the pack. Tiger tank coming out for the Germans. Panzer IV-H also arriving here. Trying to hunt down the Scot. The Scot is very fast and nimble. Good hit there. But it's still holding on there thanks to the half-track. That's actually really allowing the British to keep a position down here a lot easier than you would think. That's really called in though. Force the Germans to move again. Good utilization of their lieutenant. This lieutenant is only rated 75 because of it, I think. Panzer IV-H pushing up very far here. They also have a Sherman Firefly coming out for one of the British players, I believe. H was trying to go in for a flank here in the H.
Capture point is being overrun.
It's decided not to do it anyway. I think that's a good call, in all honesty.
Anti-tank gun ready for action.
Another 80 gun arriving there. Here's the Churchill Mark IV, and it has indeed reduced armor, I think, although I don't think the toolbar shows it yet. The tooltip, I mean, because the tooltip has not been updated. But the Churchill Mark IV should have less armor now than the Churchill Mark VII, by a fair amount, actually. So it's not nearly as tank. Oh, there goes the half-track. Sexton also coming out here for one of the British players. Firefly almost arriving here for the southern flank. Stuka Fate arriving here for the Germans to help hold up the center. Tiger tank has arrived on the northern flank. The Panzer is also going. Looks like they hit the driver. Oh, good shot there with the pack. Panzer is also moving around. That's a rifle grenade. German is definitely not going to last long like this. Has to pull back. So the Churchill Mark IV is moving northward. It has got an improved track armor. I'm not sure that's going to stop a Tiger. But it's not if it's a Mark IV. First we'll have to see. Oh, good incendiary grenade from the Comet Engineers, almost killing the Panzer Grenadiers, but they get killed by the H on the retreat. Turtle Mark 4 is going to reveal itself. Remember, it has less armor now, so it's not as tanky. Plus, we have deflection damage. Remember, deflection damage is also a thing now. Depending on the caliber size, you like to do some damage even if you deflect. H trying to get a shot in, it's using APCR. Tiger also got a shot in. Didn't do a lot. But there we go, penetration from the H. Oh, Tiger took a shot. Churchill down. It's been decrewed. Scott down. Pack being decrewed. There's also an 88 set up though. The Germans have everything they need to hold that northern flank, I think. Racer still holding the southern flank. The Jaegers, I do have an Aufklar, keep an eye on it. The mechanized troopers also present. We have the Firefly here. That's going to be a problem for the Stuk if the Stuk gets spotted. Firefly does not have sight on its own. There we go. Oh yeah, good shot there, and the Stuk almost killing it. Firefly should not be underestimated. Smoke shield, very nice, very smart from the Stuk. Tiger being repaired. Churchill got completely destroyed there by the H. They're denying it entirely. What's the Sexton? It's back here firing. You're also seeing a Comet arriving for one of the British players. The Royal Tank gets the Comet. The Royal Armored as well. I forgot who gets the Comet now, but man, we're gonna see a Comet, which has been buffed, I believe, so it should be better. But our tooltip is wrong. It says there's a limit of 2. There's not actually a limit on it anymore. As long as you can afford it, you're gonna have to get it. Oh, Centaur got a shot there. Has to pull back. Germans are doing their best to dig in everywhere they can and hold the front line. Mortar arriving down here and another Panzerjäger. Ooh, Tiger Tank's ready to move. Looks like it's going on the far flank and to the north. Needs to have some units by it. It does have a Storm Pioneer, but I think the Panzer Grenadiers would be a good idea to have by it. But they're holding this flank. We also have an Untersturmführer here.
Valiant assault is now at hand.
Here comes the Tiger.
Wait your command.
Pretty intense setup though. Prince is a pretty good caliber. It's got opening fire. Oh, it's not gonna be. That Scott's gonna die. Yeah. Oh, but 3-inch got a penetration. How many years trying to get close here? Just look at artillery went off. 3-inch is very good at dealing with Tigers, by the way. It's a pretty sizable gun. Small artillery strikes landing, not that big. The British are trying to threaten the southern flank here. We also have a Firefly still around, trying to brawl with a H. Ooh, that's a very risky move. Panzer Grenadiers moving up. There's no penetration. Here's the A3. Where's the Comet? Here's the Comet. Should have a lot higher frontal armor now and just will act better, I believe. Let's see if the Comet will actually do something. The rifle section is still fighting over here. Not a lot going on. Keep an eye on the mini-map for whenever the Comet gets close to the enemy line. Okay, here we go. We have it moving here. It's going to face off against the H unless the H pulls back. The artillery strikes coming in for the German howitzers, though. That's not going to make movement easy.
We have a forward structure under attack.
Ooh, Comet and... oh, Firefly took a shot there from something. I think that was a pack. Yep. Ooh, Comet is because it might get flanked here. Ooh. It needs something to have sight. Oh, they do have a recon nearby. Recce team. Got a good shot on the F8. H took a shot. Comet takes out the Stuk. Got penetrated there by the H. It's gonna force the Comet back. What's happening on the southern flank? You have the Centaur trying to push up here. with its twin piston autocannons. Also, the Sexton arriving on the southern flank as well.
Squad killed. Good shooting, mate. Let's move.
Oh, that's a very tight area to try and get repaired. Long Tom being set up by the Americans. Oh, H got a penetration. And H is actually doing a really good job in its position.
Attacking one of our forward buildings.
They're all trying to get that Comet up and going, apparently. Even having Americans help.
I'm not enjoying it.
There we go, Comet is ready again. We're still holding the southern flank. Tiger tank is repaired. I mean, to be very cautious. You do have that Red K team. Ooh, H got a penetration, but Comet also penetrated. Is the H gonna go for it? No, it's gonna back off. You don't want to risk that. A3 moving up. They want to take out that flag. Oh, that's some Stukas to Fuss. Didn't do a lot by the looks of it. Only stunned. A3's pushing it a little bit too far up, I think. It's trying to go for that H, but H gets it.
A medium tank was just
Oh,
lost.
looks like we have an immobilized Comet. That flag has actually been a very big issue. Oh, looks like the Long Tom has taken out the German high artillery. It's on counter barrage. Hans going to try to move down here. Got shot up by the British infantry. British are still holding the southern flank pretty reliably, but the Germans are preventing them from moving further by the looks of it. With Fallschirmjägers and the SS Aufklar here. Everyone's trying to repair that Comet, apparently. Because it's the new hot thing in town.
Ready for goddamn marbles.
Anyway, anything else arriving? We see another Firefly for one of the British players. Nothing else really for the Allies players. What about the Germans? We have the Tiger. H. No, nothing really arriving for the German players either, vehicle-wise. Firefly pushing up against the Tiger here. Oh, that's a risky move. Yeah, Tiger gets it in one shot.
Sherman Firefly lost it.
It's a very risky endeavor to try and brawl with a Tiger frontally. Mostly because of its 88mm. Comet is trying though, didn't penetrate. Artillery landing very close range.
Push the mission. Sherman ready to go. And order.
You also have the 88 up here to cover the flank. The Allies don't know it's there, I think.
Loaded and ready.
Wreck-A team's sneaking up, getting some more sight. Comet needs to be very cautious with his movements. British infantry moving up in the center. 2-2 still alive. Oh, big howitzer strike there from the Long Tom. Didn't do anything to the tank though. Oh, 88's been spotted. Tiger quickly relocating to intercept. Heroes are moving back quickly. Comet trying to take a shot. Where's the Comet? It's down here. Fighting against the H. H manages to back off. The 2 finally goes down. Tiger tank moving. Risky maneuver, but it might be worth it depending on the damage it can do. And it looks like it might decide to back off now, especially with the company nears on the flank. They might get mowed down by the machine guns of the Tiger. Yep. We'll stop them moving to reman the howitzer. There we go. Oh, good penetration there from the Comet. Hitting the Tiger right there, almost killing it in one shot.
Ready for orders.
Let's see, British on the southern flank, still trying to chill up and move up on the Germans, but the Germans are still holding on. Comet took a penetration from something. Not sure what.
Where do you want us?
But it's pulling back. Lots of artillery shells are being fired today.
Attack, ready to fight.
Another Firefly dying around here.
Firefly here.
And more fuel being added into the Allied base. That's the power of the Allied. Oh, we even have the Free French called in. Okay, so we have the Free French operating on this battle. That's cool to see. That's a battle group available to mechanize. Took us foot shells landing. Well, rockets. I think that, yeah, it's been immobilized. They need to get repairs in on that Comet. Free French are jumping off the half track here. I'm going on with a boys AT rifle. Because we have a little bit of some Free French force to support and supplement. Repairs are quickly going in the Comet. We have a second Comet arriving as well. Good to see. So we're actually seeing people use their doctrinal tanks, I'm pretty sure. Let's see what's happening up here. The Americans still trying to push up with the Rangers. Tiger tank is also around. Still being a problem. Second Tiger tank is going to be arriving.
Tiger tank is ready for action.
We also have a captain here for the Rangers. Well, there's been a lot of action here. Comets are now working together.
Waiting next orders.
That's going to be a very hard tag team for German tanks to deal with, I think. Not the best choice against infantry, though, as you can see. Artillery landing near them. Like, the artillery shell is just flying straight down the line here. They're using it as a giant field gun. Panzer IV H is trying to move up. They're trying to take out that long time, apparently, with the artillery. H might be able to get some damage done here on the Comets. Yeah, got a good shot there. Engine burning. H takes out one of them. That veteran H is doing a lot of work. Don't underestimate the veteran crew. Can do a lot of good work for you. Several tanks prepared on the southern flank for the British. They just need to get an opening again. But the Germans are starting to suffer a lot of attrition. We are seeing a Panther coming out for the Jaeger tactics, which might make an opening for them on the southern flank they can use. We now have double Tiger for the northern flank. That's going to be very dangerous for the Americans to deal with. One Comet is relocating a little bit, I suppose, so he can supplement. Also have an A3 up there. Range gun to get some shots in. Trying to. Doom Pioneer is pushing up so they can deal with the AT gun team. Hoping they're gonna last long. The Rangers with bazookas nearby. Bazooka trying to fire. Doesn't hit because they are suppressed. They are less likely to hit. Captain also has to fall back. Comet is relocating.
There's a Comet tank ready to go.
Third Comet at this point, I think.
Under fire.
Oh, something shot at them. Or just some Osthofen, not much. The Tiger tanks are still around, being a problem. Also some comedians ready to move in. Oh, the Free French are also around here still. I like to see the Free French. I always appreciate battle groups, but I think you all know that. Assault brigades moving up here. And unique company to be able to UK armored, I think. Well, it's tank actually, not armored. Armed with Tommy guns apparently. Going to be very aggressive. Artillery aiming for the southern flank, probably to take out the Sexton. But he's doing an old barrage down here. Tiger's still holding the northern flank. You have a Recade team keeping an eye on it. Green's gun trying to get a shot in. Got a good penetration. The Free French are moving up. Trying to use a capture Panzerfaust. Smoke is popped though. That's not going to work out for the French. They're still trying to get close enough to do it. They're going to get off-class open fire as well with the MP-34. Going down the French down there in the smoke. And they don't get the Panzerfaust off. Brave, but not enough. 88 is still ready. Could get a shot in here. Doesn't fire. Oh, this might be the death of this Comet. Yeah, there we go. 88 gets it. Comet on the southern flank here. Lots of machine guns and automatic fire coming towards these grenadiers, forcing them back. Artillery strikes as well.
We have a forward structure under attack.
And the Germans have the Panther to hold the southern flank, so they might be able to hold there. We also have an Elephant arriving. So lots of heavy equipment called in. This elite Panzer 4H is still around doing a good job. EC8 on the northern flank for the United States Mechanized. Trying to find an opening, I think. Needs to get at 88 though. And the double Tigers is not going to make this easier. Because that's 3 88s in a very small area. Gonna be able to one-shot most allied tanks. If they penetrate, of course. Next time we'll jump here with the air burst.
Firefly is ready to give someone a bloody nose.
Does look like it does a lot to the Panther though. They immobilized the Open Blitz though, but I think that was already immobilized, I think. American Rangers trying to push up here. Being very aggressive with the... Oh! Rocket artillery! Stunning most of the Americans behind them. But the Rangers still push up. They were going to be able to threaten this 88, I think. Ooh, artillery's not landing close enough. And the Tigers are still holding on. Rangers are moving up for a suicide. They're throwing a satchel charge. It's not going to get off, though. The Germans are still holding on. Rangers are preparing for pushing the southern flank. They need to take out that Panther. That's like the biggest issue they're dealing with down here at the moment. Firefly gets it! And with that, the Germans are lacking in AT equipment down here. They do have one Panzer 4H nearby to support. But I don't think the Germans have enough to stop the British now if the British decide to push. Of course, the British want to repair their tanks, evidently. More artillery going in for the British captain. On the northern flank. And we have a middle of a machine gun fight here. I think the allies are still trying to take out that 88. Oh, they did take out the 88 though. So the EC8s with some support, they could push up. They do have the Comet nearby to help. Big allied push preparing up the northern flank. They finally want to try and take out the SS Panzer Division, which is calling a Panther behind us. We also have the Long Tom still on counter barraging, I think. Yep. Guess that's what the entire job is. In the southern flank, the British are still building up. Big push from the combined allied forces. There's the British. They are also present. They just need to get mobilized. I think they have to make a move now because the 88 has been remanned. The longer they wait, the worse it's gonna get. Captains don't have the artillery strikes yet. They are suppressing the Germans though. Now the British infantry is also helping. Tiger tanks pushing up. Britain's gonna have good penetration, a critical hit at that. Oh, Comet is trying to get a shot in. Got a good shot there on the Tiger. But 88's taking out the Comet. 88's been decrewed. Artillery going all in. I think it's now the EC8s have to act. And the Allies have to move now, I think. They recruit the Comet to get us firing. Second Comet moving up. Tigers are slowly backing off. But the American infantry is pushing up. Where's the British infantry? EC8s needs to move up as well. Comet doesn't have any side. Tiger takes it out because of that. And the Tigers just keep them back. Oh, the Allied coordination was not fast enough. EC8s is just punching up. They do fire fast. Their fire rate has been lowered though. They did take out one Tiger. They're using APCR shells. We also have the Jumbo here. One EC8 taken out. Jumbo needs to drive towards the Tiger. Tiger's popping smoke. I think the Germans realize they cannot hold there, but they are sending a lot of Panzer divisions up to Panzer forces up to supplement. Will they be able to take out the Jumbo is the question. The Jumbo has very high frontal armor. Oh yeah, Tiger can penetrate still. Jumbo's pulling back. Oh, it's quickly being repaired the best they can. Lots of Panzer action right here. American trying to take out the HQ. They were going to manage it with the satchel charge. We also have a airburst happening over the Panzers as this is going on.
Headquarters has been destroyed. A mobile command vehicle has been
Very brutal fighting right here.
Where do you want us?
Ooh, Elephant turning on the Comet. That's a dead Comet. There we go.
A Comet tank has been put out of
Yeah, not really the kind of vehicles the Comet wants to fight frontally. I don't think the Germans can hold this northern flank for much longer. They've just suffered too many losses. And more artillery going in to try and prevent them from regaining ground. On the southern flank, they're still trying to brawl with the British though. So the Fireflies are brawling with a Panther here. Good shot from that Firefly. Panther has to back off. Takes out the Panther. Very good shot there from the Firefly.
A medium tank was destroyed.
So the Brits on the southern flank is doing a good job. They just need some more infantry to push up with. Yeah, the Jaeger tactics have kinda been destroyed at the moment. They're suffering a lot of losses. We get some Panzergrenadiers coming out. Yeah, they probably are right. The mechanized commander needs to, the lighter commander needs to push with the Jaegers. Because the British is just slowly picking them off one by one with the Fireflies.
Your sniper's trained.
Yellow's going to be able to secure the northern field finally. Panther and Tiger still around. They need to get them repaired. Well, the Tiger anyway. Panther's being very drastic here. The Allies slowly have everything repaired.
Tank support is here. Sherman ready.
Another Comet arriving.
Awaiting new orders.
Flares going over the battlefield. I think that's going to give the Germans something what's going on. Remember, flares do not reveal camouflage units anymore. So your ambushing and hitting stuff will not get revealed by flares. So that's a good that's a very good change, I think. Means ambushing is actually worthwhile doing. Hope these Wrecker team is started camouflage though. Oh, someone is doing a charge. Oh, they're moving the Elephant and the Ostruppen southwards. Okay. Not sure that's gonna work, but it's worth a try, I guess. It might actually work. Who knows? Even have the Major leading it. The Major. But that's all the British troops down here. And these are only Ostruppen. Elephant and Panzers and Panther as well. They have everything here. That's the dead center.
Our brave infantry is dying.
But the Ostruppen are being killed. The Major still has not lost any bodyguards at the moment, but he's going to start losing them now. He actually goes down himself. Yeah, big push from for the Germans right now. Fireflies are not going to be enough here. Good penetration there from something. But the Brits are losing ground. Artillery landing around didn't do a lot of damage there. Firefly got a good shot there. More artillery. Mobility lost to the Elephants. That's going to be a good thing for the Allies. We also have a Comet on the flank here. But the Fireflies can still just pick off the units on the side. More artillery landing as well. That might be from a Calliope. Yeah, that's a Calliope. Panzer 4 down, I think. Yeah. Now if the Panther goes down, they can easily overwhelm that Elephant by flanking around it. They still have a Panzer Swig on the flank though, and that Comet might be in trouble because of it. I don't think this Comet's gonna last long. There's too many Germans in the way. Covering its flank, but the Fireflies can move up. Oh, it's not moving up in the right angle. Doesn't penetrate. Germans are desperately trying to get repairs in. Comet is flanking. 80 gun hits the Comet. Got a penetration on the Elephant. That's gonna buy them some more time. But the Comet goes down, but Elephant is almost gone as well. I think if the Germans lose that Elephant, that's gonna be a huge deal. So much artillery. Panzer 4, 8, taking some hot shots then to center. Easy hit takes it out.
We have lost a Panzer.
And the elephant is just a sitting target now. Well, that's gone, but I cannot turn it. On the northern flank, the Panzer Division is still trying to hold on here. Trying to apply some pressure against the Rangers. We do have double jumbo there. That's a pretty potent combination for the United States. Elephant is still turning his gun. And nothing is just killing that thing frontally. The British are trying. It takes out a Firefly as well. Tiger tank trying to push up here on the northern flank, but the Rangers are moving up with bazookas. Destroyed the gun on the Tiger. That's going to force the Tiger back for a while. Very aggressive push here from the United States. Very risky out in the open. But it's working out because the Germans are just lacking in units here. Grenades. Well, not good for the Germans right there.
We've lost a squad of infantry.
Firefly flanking. Looks like they took out the elephant. Hands fast on the Firefly. No, smoke popped. Ugh. Oh my god, my voice. I think this might be the end of the Germans, so they've held the best they can. Command Panther in the center. But Calliope's rockets are landing around. Apparently Professors does not like the comets. Apparently they think they're worse or something, though. Jumbo's got some good shots in, but the Panther's just too frontally armored. It's being flanked, though, from a comet. Ooh, the Germans are just slowly losing Panzer after Panzer now. They cannot afford these losses. Command Panther down.
You now have a new comet tank.
And more comets are still arriving. But Germans are still docking on this part of the map. By this point, the Germans pull back. They've lost this. A victory for the Western Allies. I hope you all enjoyed this one. I'll see you next one, everyone. Bye-bye.